evening, ghosts and ghouls. You're listening to a horrible podcast.
What's up, ghosts and ghouls? It's the one, the only JT Ripper, and I'm here with
Todd of Thunder.
And we're back today with a horrible reviews?
No, it's more of a, we're going to let you know what we did today, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to...
Spooky language.
Spooky language. We went to Carolina Scarefest today, all the way in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
And this was our first time going. We've been to several cons around North Carolina and Virginia. We've been to Scares That Care. We've been to Days of the Dead. We've been to Mad Monster Party, Mad Monster Expo. We've even been to the Myers House down here. Tiny Terracon in Hickory, North Carolina. But first time ever in Raleigh for...
Raleigh.
Yes, for what was
Carolina Fear Fest.
Carolina Fear. I get it. Is it Carolina Fear Fest or is it Carolina Scare Fest?
Fear.
Fear?
Yeah, as in
I think
fear
it's
fact.
Scare.
I'm looking at it.
It's Scare. Ain't
It's fear.
Carolina. It's Carolina.
You fucking idiot.
It's Carolina Fest.
It's Carolina Feet Fest. Fear Feet Fest. Fear of the feet.
But yeah,
Feet the fear.
we're just going to tell you about our experiences.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Yeah. No, it was a really cool event.
No, we had a fucking blast today. I did, at least.
Yeah, I did too.
I tried not to spend. I got $200 out, and that was my limit
Yeah.
because I didn't want to go over my limit, and I didn't. So,
Well, that's good.
good, go me.
But there was tons of vendors there selling T-shirts, selling necklaces, rings, hats, action figures, Funko Pops.
Magnets, stickers.
Yeah, just anything you can think of.
VHSs.
Anything you could think of, man. Just if you went to one of these things, then you kind of have a general idea. And, of course, what draws people to these events is the opportunity to meet some of your favorite actors and actresses from some of your favorite horror films.
I thought it was the hot dogs.
Well, I didn't try any hot dogs today. Although this place did have a fucking cafeteria.
Yeah, which was a first for...
Well, the thing about it is, this was at what they call the Raleigh Fairgrounds. When the fair comes to town in Raleigh, that's where they go.
Yeah.
So this big old concession stand type of deal is always there. So, but it's basically a huge fucking warehouse, basically, and it's very spacious, and it's you're not on top of each other, which is great because some cons that we went to are tremendous as far as the guests, but they're a little bit miserable to move around because it's
fucking shoulder to shoulder with people.
You're shoulder to shoulder, and sometimes, especially when during the COVID and everybody had to wear masks and we were up on each other, everybody was hot, it was hard to fucking breathe. It was just, kind of very uncomfortable.
Today was a breath of fresh air, no pun intended.
Yeah, today was good. Not saying that the last couple of ones we've been through has been bad. It's just this one right here. I don't know, man. It was good. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I can't wait for. Do they do it once or twice a year? Carolina Fear Fest.
I'm
feel
not
like it's
sure.
Once.
I think it's once a year. Yeah, I think it's only once a year, but the thing about it is I think it's the only horror con that is in Raleigh.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things on their websites. The only horror con in the Raleigh metro area,
Yeah,
or
because
whatever. They say.
where's Mad going to be at next?
Mad Monster Party down here in Carolina is always in Concord,
and
they're expanding. They have one in Arizona, and they also just added one to Atlanta this year.
Yeah, and they seem to be putting all the main focus into those other ones.
Well, you can understand Atlanta because this is probably the first year that they've done Atlanta, and they want it to be successful, so they want it to pile it up.
Well, if you don't know, they've got like some heavy hitters from the Scream franchise.
Yeah. I just hope, if it was me, I would try my best to do it like a tour type of deal where the same, people go to each one because it's in it's different months or whatever.
Yeah.
And, if one person can't do it, always have a standby, shit like that. But anyway, today is all about the Fear Fest.
The Fear Fest.
And
the Scare Fest.
James the Ripper.
Who the fuck is James?
When the fuck do we get ice cream?
When the fuck do we get ice cream?
Now, who's going to have to edit that?
God damn. You make my life so hard on these. Ow, I hit my teeth.
But,
oh, God. Anyway.
Mr. Ripper met two people, got autographs and a picture. I met two people.
We met the same person.
Yeah, there's one that we met the same, and that is David Noddington from American Werewolf in London.
And luckily, we got there in the nick of time to meet him. I don't know if you noticed this, but he was like ready to set up shop for the day and call it a day. I think we were the last two people to actually meet him.
Well, I saw him walking around.
Oh, he was walking around?
Yeah, I saw him walking around. I think he either took a break or he might have went and done a panel type of deal.
Oh, okay.
But by the time that he did that panel, we were in line because my son wanted to meet the girl from Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Heather Martinez.
No, she did not play in Ash versus the Evil Dead.
My bad, wrong one. Dana.
Yeah, Dana. If I had her last name in front of me, I could say it, but I don't remember. Her name is God. I can't read that. Let me see it one more time. Here we go. It's De Lorenzo. Dana De Lorenzo.
Sorry, we're idiots. This is what happens when you got two special ed kids doing a podcast. Shout out to my people.
We met David Noddington, got his autograph. I think James the Ripper, excuse me, this JT Ripper got a pretty much a mini poster and a picture with him. I got an 8x10,
11x18 or 11x17.
Yeah,
print of American Werewolf in London. It's I might have seen the picture before. I'm not 100% sure. But it's pretty much him like transforming into the wolf, and then it has American Werewolf in London, and it's like got a kind of a red border. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So,
and he was a good dude. Shook his hand, got a picture.
Did you ask him anything?
I didn't ask him any personal questions. I just told him.
Jesus Christ! That's why we have a podcast. Let these people know.
But,
tell them the stories.
I go up there.
Todd's a weenie.
No, I'm not.
You're a weenie.
No, I'm not. This is what I do. I go up there and I talk to him. Hey, how you doing? I'm a big fan. Thank you. And that's pretty much it. I don't really engage in a conversation. It's not that I'm shy. It's just, if they engage me to further a conversation, that's one thing, but I'm still in I've done got close to 30 autographs, and I'm still in a stage where I don't want to be a bother to anybody.
Yeah.
I want to pay my money, pick out my picture, get it signed, take my selfie, and move on to the next person.
Well,
but
I asked him a couple questions because I wanted to do it for the people. The people. That way we know if these people are friendly or not. And honestly, if we meet somebody that we think are kind of stuck up, we're going to tell you. So we'll put the ball in your court so you can decide if you want to meet these people. But David was an absolute gentleman. I asked him when he was on set, how was like seeing the prosthetics in person? And he was like, I'll be honest with you, wasn't really big into horror movies, but then when we saw it, and then we saw everything moving, and like the animatronics and stuff like that, he was like, we knew we had something special.
Mm-hmm.
We knew we had something different. And his co-host in the movie, or co-star, not co-host, co-star, I can't think of his name.
I know you talk about.
Anyway, the supporting actor in American Werewolf in London, his name slips my mind right now. He was talking about how amazing it was to watch him, the word slips my mind, when you like die and decompose. It was awesome watching him decompose, and he was like, this makeup, he was like, in person, it looks as real as it came on screen.
Yeah.
Like, and he said he knew that this was going to be something special, but he didn't think it was going to be something that he's talking about 25, 30 years later.
Oh, yeah. One of those things where, you do it because you think it's going to be a big break, and it becomes the thing that you're most well known for, whether you like it or not. And some people go and run off and hide, and some people do conventions and make us happy.
Yeah, and he was like complete, like any questions he would answer. He liked my shirt. I wore my American Werewolf in London shirt. It has like the big picture of the wolf on the front and everything. And he was marking out over it, and he was asking me about my horror movie tattoos, and he was like, you plan on getting American Werewolf in London? I was like, yeah, it's going to go on my shoulder. It's probably going to be the bigger one. He's like, oh, that's fucking awesome. I love that, dude. And he was like, it's such nice meeting you and stuff like that. But do you want to talk about prices for people in case they want to meet these people, or do you think that we should leave that up to them when it goes to the convention?
Well, I think we should only mention the people that we got.
Okay.
We do know some prices of some people we didn't get, but
yeah,
we'll only mention what we got. David Noddington was $40 for a signed 8x10 and selfie combo with the half poster or whatever. It was a little bit more.
It was only $10 more.
Yeah, $10 more for a bigger poster.
Yeah, which was very reasonable.